why it's happening, try and uncover what's happening in that space. Now, in a world when we're all together, you'd perhaps sit face to face with that person and have those more difficult conversations. We can't do that at the moment. So, but just because you can't do that doesn't mean you shouldn't follow the same principles that you follow when you're managing disputes when people are in a room together. So you just need to go and talk to that people, both people, gather the evidence, and also, in my world, I would also suggest those team members need to work through some of their issues as well. So they need to have some constructive conversations around actually giving each other feedback around what's happening and why there's this dispute going on. So just because we work virtually doesn't mean you should ignore disputes. Or I think I saw some questions coming from you, Ellie, as well, around managing underperformance for people. Now, when you've got underperforming people in a normal business, if you were seeing them face to face, you sit down and have that conversation with them. Now, yes, it's not as easy to have that conversation across a screen, but you still need to have that conversation. That doesn't go away because we're not seeing each other face to face. And that's just about, making sure you gather your sort of the evidence, the things that you're seeing from this dispute or underperformance or whatever that is, factual based evidence. Be factual with what you're seeing, and have those very sensible grown-up conversations to say, this is the evidence, this is what I'm seeing, this is what people are experiencing, and then have those conversations and work through. You might find that people are having a dispute because actually they just don't understand some of the situations that people are in. They're not available at certain times. There's lots of reasons for certain disputes, but my bit would be to, okay, we're virtual, but manage it in the same way you would face to face. Yeah, I mean, you've got to have a face to face conversation on screen instead, but that's how you would manage it in a room. So do the same. Don't just, whatever you do, don't put your head in the sand and let it carry on, because it will only get worse. So
if we start sweeping stuff under the carpet, it's just going to, that's when things can implode, can't they?